The governor of Cheongju praised Yuba, Guanu, and Jangbi. He rewarded them with gifts and food. At the celebration, Yuba heard news. His old teacher, Master Lu, was fighting the Wangjinjog in Guangzhong. Yuba wanted to help his teacher. Lieutenant Chujung planned to return to Yuzhou. Liu Bei spoke to him.
General Noshik is fighting Tanggak in Guangzhong. He is my former teacher. I wish to help him with my soldiers.
Chujung nodded. I understand, General Liu. May you achieve great success. Take any supplies you need. Chujung returned to Yuzhou with his soldiers. Yuba asked Guanu and Jangbi for their opinions. Together, they decided to help. They led their 500 soldiers to Guangzhong. When they arrived, Yuba sought out Nosig. A servant spoke to Lu Ji.
General, a man named Liu Bei wishes to see you.
Yuba, from Tagyang?
Yes, General. He says you taught him there.
Ah, the young weaver Liu Bei. 10 years have passed.
Lu Ji remembered his old student.
It is you, Liu Bei. You have grown into a fine leader.
Master, I heard about your fame and was happy from far away.
Liu Bei bowed deeply 3 times. He told his story and explained why he came. Lu Ji was very pleased. Yuba introduced Guanu and Jangbi. Lu Ji was happy to meet them.
You have come far to help your old teacher. Now, help me defeat the Yellow Turbans.
Zhonggeg had 150,000 soldiers. Lu Ji had only 50,000. They were at a standoff. One day, Nosig called Yuba aside.
This area favors the enemy. We risk heavy losses if we attack directly. Yingchuan is in greater danger now. Generals Wangbosung and Zhujian fight Zhongbo and Zhangiliang there. Their situation is very bad. I will give you 1,000 soldiers. Go and help them.
Liu Bei obeyed his teacher. He took 1,500 soldiers and marched to Yingchuan. In Yingchuan, generals Wang Fusong and Zhu Jun fought the enemy. The Yellow Turbans, losing, moved into tall grassy areas. Wang Fusong had an idea and told Zhu Jun.
The enemy is in the grass. Let's use fire.
Zhu Jun ordered the soldiers to gather dry grass. At night, they moved close to the enemy camp. The wind was strong that night. Wang Fusong gave the order.
Light the grass on fire.
The soldiers set fire to the dry grass. They shouted and threw burning straw bundles at the enemy. The wind spread the fire quickly. The Yellow Turbans were caught by surprise. Wang Fusong and Zhu Jun launched an attack. The Yellow Turbans were asleep and unprepared. The fire spread, causing chaos. The Yellow Turbans tried to escape. but many were killed by the fire or the enemy's weapons. Zhang Bao and Zhang Liang, the enemy leaders, barely escaped on horseback. As dawn approached, Zhang Bao and Zhang Liang saw they had lost many men. They fled through the mountains. Suddenly, a group of soldiers blocked their path. Leading them was a general on a red horse, wearing red armor. Jojo, known as Mangdiog, had a reputation for his sharp mind. He came from a strong family and was very playful when he was young. He often tricked people and had a strict uncle. Jojo's uncle frequently complained about him to his father. One day, Jojo pretended to have a seizure when he saw his uncle coming. His uncle rushed to tell Jojo's father. When they returned, they found Jojo calmly reading.
What happened? Your uncle said you were ill.
His father asked.
Ill? Who said that? Maybe my uncle made it up because he dislikes me, Jojo replied.
After this, Jojo's father stopped believing his brother's complaints about Jojo. Jojo had a friend named Wanzhou. Yuan Shao came from a powerful family and started working in the government at a young age. Though from different backgrounds, Jojo and Wanzhou often played tricks together. When Jojo was 18, he saw a wedding parade with Wanzhou. They decided to play a trick. That night, they snuck into the wedding house and set some straw on fire.
Thieves! The bandits from Dalian Mountain are here!
They shouted. The Dalian Mountain bandits were infamous in the area. Hearing the shouts and seeing the fire, people panicked and ran outside. In the chaos, Jojo carried the bride and ran with Wanzhou. They reached a thorny bush and got stuck.
This is bad. The villagers are coming with weapons. We'll be caught and killed as bandits.
Jojo said to Wanzhou, scaring him even more. Then Jojo shouted towards the villagers.
The thieves are here, stuck in the thorns!
Yuan Shao, now terrified, fought his way through the thorns, getting covered in scratches but escaping. Jojo had cleverly saved both himself and Wanzhou from being caught. At 18, Jojo started working for the government. It was the third year of Emperor Ling's reign. Ambitious, he strictly enforced laws, gaining a reputation for fairness. Around this time, he was ordered to help General Wang Fusang fight the Yellow Turbans. Jojo joined Wang Bosung in a battle against the Wangjinjog. They used fire to defeat the enemy, killing many and capturing supplies. By the time Yuba, Guanu, and Zhangbi arrived with their soldiers, Jojo had already won the battle. General Wang Fusang, unimpressed, told Liu Bei.
The real danger is in Guangzhong, where General Liu Ji is. You should go help him.
Though disappointed, Liu Bei turned his soldiers towards Guangzhong to assist General Liu Ji. As Liu Bei and his brothers rode towards Guangzhong, they saw a group of government soldiers escorting a prisoner cart. Yuba, Guanu, and Zhangbi watched curiously. To their shock, the prisoner was General Lu Ji, Liu Bei's mentor. Liu Bei leapt off his horse and ran to the cart.
Master, what has happened?
Liu Bei cried out.
Oh, Yu Yandiog, I am ashamed to show you this.
Lu Ji replied with a sigh.
I tried several times to defeat Zhonggeg, but his sorcery prevented it. The government sent the eunuch Zhuo Feng to investigate, but he demanded bribes. I refused because we lacked supplies. Zhuo Feng then falsely reported that I avoided fighting, causing the emperor to replace me with Dong Zhou and send me to Luoyang for punishment. I fear not for myself but for our country's future.
Liu Bei held Lu Ji's hand through the cart bars, unable to speak. Zhang Fei got angry, raised his spear, and shouted.
Brother! How can we let our innocent master be taken like this? Let's kill these soldiers and free him.
Liu Bei sternly replied,
Zhang Fei, we cannot defy the emperor's orders.
Zhang Fei reluctantly lowered his spear, and the soldiers quickly escorted Lu Ji away. Liu Bei, heartbroken, watched them go.
Let's continue.
Guan Yu said softly. They rode silently to a crossroads. Guan Yu suggested,
If we go south to Ganzhong, there is no point now that Dong Shu is in charge. Let's return to Takyun and plan our next move.
Liu Bei agreed, feeling defeated. They turned north. Zhang Fei grumbled.
Why did we fight if it was all for nothing? We might as well have stayed in Takyun drinking wine.
Guan Yu scolded him.
We are leaders. Don't speak so carelessly.
Liu Bei, understanding Zhang Fei's frustration, continued in silence. They traveled for 2 days before hearing shouts. Yuba saw a retreating government army being chased by Wang Jinzhog led by Zhonggeg.
We cannot stand by. Prepare for battle.
Yuba charged forward, followed by Guanu and Zhangbi.
That's Tunguk, the bandit leader. Kill him, Yubi shouted.
He led the charge with his twin swords, while Guan Yu and Zhang Fei fought fiercely with their weapons. The yellow turbans, caught off guard by the sudden attack, began to fall back. Zhonggeg, realizing the danger, ordered a retreat. Liu Bei's surprise attack had saved the government soldiers, who regrouped and joined the fight, forcing Zhonggeg's army to flee. After repelling the Wangjinjog, Yuba, Guanu, and Zhangbi met the leader of the retreating government forces, Dongtag. Dongtag had replaced Nosig as the commander at Guangzhong, and was unfamiliar with the area. His quick attack on the yellow turbans led to a terrible loss, and he barely escaped because Liu Bei helped just in time. Dongtag sighed with relief and asked Yuba,
I have never heard of brave men like you in Luoyang's royal army. What is your rank?
We are volunteer soldiers from Takyun, commoners. Yubi replied.
Dong Tag's expression changed. No rank? So you are just country bumpkins. He openly showed his dislike with a sneer.
Very well, dismissed. I will consider rewarding your efforts later.
Dong Tag then turned and entered his tent, as if saving his life was a slight on his dignity. Dong Tag, also known as Junyang, was from Imjo in Nansio. When he was young, he made friends with many heroes and was known for his great fighting skills. He was recommended for the Imperial Guard because of his abilities. He had fought and defeated rebels, becoming a regional commander. Known for his great strength, Dong Zhou could shoot arrows accurately while carrying heavy loads on his shoulders. Dong Tag's rude behavior made Jiangbi very angry.
That ungrateful man! We save his life, and he insults us! I'll kill him right now!
Zhang Fei fumed, gripping his spear. Liu Bei quickly stepped in.
Calm down, Zhang Fei. We cannot act rashly.
Guan Yu also tried to soothe Zhang Fei.
Dong Tak is an imperial officer. Killing him would mean going against the emperor.
Still, Zhang Fei was furious.
You want me to follow his orders? No, I'd rather leave. You two can stay if you like.
Liu Bei embraced Zhang Fei, speaking gently.
We swore to live and die together as brothers. We can't part over this. If you leave, we all leave.
Fine, let's go together. I can't stand another moment here.
Liu Bei led their 500 troops away from Dong Zhou's camp, beginning another period of wandering. Despite their bravery in helping the government troops, they were not recognized or rewarded and kept going on their uncertain journey. Yuba, Guanu, and Jiangbi considered returning to Taghian, but decided instead to visit General Zhu Jun's camp in Yingchuan. The Grand General Wang Bosung and his vanguard, Zhou, had taken their troops to fight the Wangjinjog in the distant regions of Gogyang and Shuiyang, leaving Zhu Jun with reduced forces. Meanwhile, Zhou was already engaged in battle with Zhonggag's brother, Zhangiliang, in Gogyang. Zhu Jun was greatly worried about his diminished army, and was overjoyed when Liu Bei arrived with reinforcements.
Thank you for coming,
Zhu Jun said warmly.
We are struggling against the enemy, and your help is invaluable. Rest well tonight after your long march.
Zhu Jun prepared a feast with oxen and pigs to welcome Liu Bei's troops. The next day, he invited Liu Bei to his tent.
Hintig, I need you to lead your 500 soldiers as the vanguard. If necessary, I will provide an additional 1,000 men, and gladly share as much food and weapons as you need.
Moved by Zhu Jun's hospitality, Liu Bei responded with determination.
I will do my best to support you, General.
Zhang Bao, leading 80,000 to 90,000 soldiers, was camped in the rugged hills. Confident in their numbers, Zhang Bao awaited an attack. Zhu Jun, using Liu Bei's troops as the vanguard, launched the offensive. Zhang Bao sent his deputy, Gao Sheng, to confront them. Liu Bei turned to Zhang Fei.
Take down that man.
Zhang Fei, itching for a fight, charged forward with his spear and clashed with Gao Sheng. In just a few moves, Zhang Fei's spear pierced Gao Sheng, who fell from his horse. Liu Bei seized the moment.
Now, advance and crush the enemy,
he shouted. With Guanu and Zhang Bi leading the charge, the Wangjinjog scattered. The battle turned in favor of Liu Bei's forces. However, the weather got worse, and the land was bad for the imperial forces. Tall, rough mountains stood on both sides of the path they needed to clear to reach their enemy's main camp. Zhu Jun's soldiers stopped, staring at the high, scary mountains. One of Zhu Jun's officers approached Liu Bei. Every time we pass through this valley, we suffer heavy losses. It might be wise to reconsider advancing. Liu Bei was surprised.
Why is that? Explain in detail.
The enemy General Zhang Bao uses sorcery. Suddenly, rain pours from a clear sky, and numerous phantom soldiers appear. Listening to this, Zhang Fei fumed.
Brother, how can you believe such cowardly nonsense? That's just talk from scared men.
Liu Bei, having come this far, couldn't turn back. He believed the rumors were just a ploy to frighten the troops.
Don't be swayed by false rumors. Advance.
He drew his sword, and Zhang Fei raised his spear.
Do not be afraid. Anyone who does not move forward will face military discipline by my hand.
Encouraged by Zhang Fei's fierce words, Zhu Jun's troops reluctantly advanced into the valley. Suddenly, a violent whirlwind arose, and a black fog enveloped the sky. A soldier from Zhu Jun's unit shouted,
General Zhang Bao is casting spells again. Everyone, grab onto a branch or rock to avoid being swept away.
Terrified, the soldiers hesitated. Guan Yu, riding forward, shouted in his powerful voice.
What nonsense is this? Follow me, and I will dispel these illusions. Come, advance with me.
Guan Yu charged ahead. Soldiers followed slowly. They climbed a gravel hill. Thunder rumbled and wind blew. The wind became a sandstorm. It lifted men and horses. Drums and gongs echoed. Yellow turbans shouted loudly. Liu Bei stopped the soldiers. He saw Zhang Bao chanting. Zhang Bao used magic spells. Thunder and lightning got stronger.
It's monsters.
Zhu Jun's soldiers shouted. They ran in fear. Guan Yu and Zhang Fei shouted. Soldiers didn't listen. Liu Bei ordered a retreat. They regrouped and counted soldiers. Half were missing. Liu Bei talked to Zhu Jun. Zhu Jun suggested a plan.
Use animal blood,
he said.
Sprinkle it on the mountain.
Liu Bei followed the plan. They got animal blood and waste. Soldiers pretended to attack. Guan Yu and Zhang Fei hid with soldiers. They climbed the mountain quietly. Wang Jinjiang chased Yuba. Zhang Bao used magic again. Thunder, wind, and paper soldiers returned.
Don't fear,
Liu Bei shouted.
Guan Yu and Zhang Fei will stop it.
Liu Bei pretended to retreat. Wang Jinjiang chased him. Suddenly, Guan Yu and Zhang Fei attacked from above. They poured blood and waste. The magic stopped. Paper soldiers fell as straw. The wind died down. The sky cleared. Wang Jinjiang were confused. Liu Bei's soldiers attacked. Many Wang Jinjiang were killed or caught. Zhang Bao tried to escape. Liu Bei shot him with an arrow. Zhang Bao fled to Yangcheng. He shut the gates and hid. Zhu Jun surrounded Yangcheng. He sent for help from Wangfusong. A messenger came from Goyang.
Wang Fusong won many battles. Lost every fight. The emperor removed and appointed. Wang Fusong led troops to attack the enemy base. Has already become sick and died. Zhang Liang led the troops. Wang Fusong defeated Zhang Liang and captured his head. The remaining rebels surrendered. Wang Fusong was made general of the western regions and governor of Jizu. Newer she was reinstated as a mid-ranking officer.
Zhu Jun was upset. He had not achieved much compared to Wangfusong. He encouraged his troops and attacked Yangcheng fiercely. The city was in danger. But something unexpected happened. There was an enemy leader named Eam Jung inside the castle. Eam Jung knew that the tide had already turned. So he beheaded the leader Zhang Bo and brought the head back, begging for his life and surrendering. Zhu Jun accepted Yang Zheng's surrender and entered Yangcheng. The remaining yellow turbans fled. Zhu Jun quickly defeated local bandits. Zhang's followers still caused trouble. Zhouhong, Hancheng, and Sanzheng gathered forces to seek revenge. The emperor ordered Zhu Jun to clear them out. Zhu Jun marched to Wancheng. Hancheng sent his soldiers to fight Zhujian. Zhujian sent Yuba, Guanu, and Zhangbi to attack Wansung's southwest gate. Han Chong was surprised and retreated. Liu Bei chased Han Chong and attacked. Zhu Jun led 2,000 iron troops to attack the northeast. Han Chong's troops fell to Liu Bei's force. Han Chong, nearly losing the fortress, quickly retreated inside. Zhu Jun surrounded Wancheng.
The enemy has no reinforcements and will run out of supplies soon,
Zhu Jun said. Han Chong's supplies ran out, and he asked for mercy. Zhu Jun was angry and killed Han Chong's messenger.
Why should I spare you when you rebel and surrender?
Zhu Jun said. Liu Bei asked.
In the past, the first emperor gained support by accepting surrenders. Why not accept Han Chong's?
Zhu Jun replied,
Times are different now. In the past, accepting surrenders helped calm the people. Now, only the Yellow Turbans rebel. Accepting their surrender would only encourage more rebellion.
Liu Bei said,
If you don't accept surrenders, the enemy will fight to the death. We should attack the south and north gates, while leaving the east and west open. The enemy will then flee, and we can capture Han Chong.
That's a good idea.
Zhu Jun agreed.
Zhu Jun attacked the south and north gates. Han Chong tried to escape through the east gate. Yuba, Guanu, and Zhangbi chased him. Han Chong fell from his horse during the battle. The enemy scattered. Liu Bei's forces continued the pursuit and defeated them. Zhou Hong and Sanjung arrived with reinforcements. Zhou Hong and Sanjung were very angry when they saw Han Cheng's head cut off. They attacked Zhu Jun's army fiercely. Zhu Jun's soldiers were startled by the sudden attack. Zhou Hong and Sanjung's troops fought hard, not giving up. Zhu Jun decided to retreat to his camp. The enemy chased after him, attacking fiercely. Zhou Hong and Sanjung pushed Zhu Jun's army back to their main base, took back Wancheng, and closed the city gates. Zhu Jun and Liu Bei set up their camp about 10 miles away. They planned to retake Wancheng. Suddenly, a new army of about 1,500 soldiers appeared. The leader of this army rode a fine horse and had a commanding presence. His face was fair, with a broad forehead and red lips. His eyebrows were arched like a crescent. He looked fierce and strong. Yuba, Guanu, and Zhangbi saw him for the first time. Zhu Jun asked,
Who are you and where are you from?
The leader replied, I am Songyan from Buchen in Ogun.
I lead 1,500 soldiers to help you.
Songyan's voice was clear and strong. He was a descendant of Sun Wu, who wrote the famous book, The Art of War. Songyan was known for his exceptional skills and bravery.